Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm Nidhi Aneja from Nidhi English Academy, your launchpad to success. Again, this video is about IELTS speaking with new cue card, and the question is, describe a time when you first talked in a foreign language. This is a hot topic these days for IELTS examiners. They're asking quite frequently, so let's have idea about it. And the cues are, you should say, where were you, who you were with, what did you talk about, and how you felt about it. Before moving on to the idea, I would like to throw some light over the idea. The point is this, that if you know the people around us, many of the people are migrating to other parts of the world, taking their IELTS test and moving to Australia, Canada, and other destinations, where Canada and Australia are more popular destinations. So when they come back, they are studying in the same courses, they get married. This is quite common trend in India now. This is the reason I have chosen it, because I believe that my students can take this idea very easily, and for them it's easy to speak over other ideas. Okay, let's start that. Since India is a multilingual country and every region has its own regional dialects. Now, regional dialects means that in every area there are regional languages, so we call that regional dialects. So people here, including myself, prefer to speak, there's a word, native language over foreign language. Now, native language is a language of your area, and foreign language could be any foreign language. One such incident when I was supposed to talk in a foreign language is my cousin's wedding ceremony. Here I would like to give you a difference between what is the difference between wedding ceremony and marriage. Sometimes I have seen when I take tests in my office from all the students who are sitting for the final test, I ask these questions, so they say that on my cousin's marriage, there's something, something like that, the same on my cousin's marriage. But it's actually wedding ceremony. You know why? Marriage is a relationship between two people, and the wedding ceremony is the ceremony where all the rituals of this relationships are performed. So whenever you want to talk about any of the event like that, you have to use wedding ceremony, do not use marriage. Okay, so it happened last year when he was getting married to a girl who completed PG diploma. So PG diplomas are very popular these days amongst the students who are graduate from India. They want to go for PG diplomas to Canada, Australia. So that's why I've chosen this particular course along with him from Australia, and had been working over there for 5 years. For this wedding ceremony in India, many of their friends accompanied them who were foreigners. So obviously when they are foreigners, they were speaking in English, and for us it is a turmoil, sometimes ordeal, arduous task to speak in English the way they are speaking. Although we can speak, but sometimes we have broken English, we are not brushed up with that, and when they speak there's a difference in the tone, pace, pitch, variation, and they are very fast as compared to Indian. This is why the idea seems valid over here. As it is customary in India to welcome guests from bridegroom's family, therefore I took the onus. Now, onus here means responsibility. So there's a word responsibility we used earlier, and I'm going to use it over here later. So I used onus first. Onus of welcoming them. I asked them about their requirements and arrangements needed during their stay here in the ceremony. So whenever somebody comes to India from other countries, they have requirements to stay in a hotel, moving from hotel to the destination, then finally the things that they needed. So I asked all about them, so you can use this sentence further. Being elder, here we have done a sentence variation which is going to enhance your score for GRE. So being elder I've used over here. Being elder to other cousins, I managed this responsibility well. Initially I was a bit nervous, so I wanted to change this word nervous. Initially I was on pins and needles. It is an idiomatic expression which suits really well here to escalate the score for lexical resource. So I was a bit nervous, or I was on pins and needles in talking to them, and they were strangers because they were just strangers. But just after breaking the ice means when you started having in a party, when you start first interaction with somebody, we call that breaking the ice. So just after breaking the ice, we mingled up very easily, social mingling and all. So we just had interaction. We had a chin wag, that means informal conversation. This word can also be used over here. So easily, I told them about various rituals which are performed during the ceremony, cuisines, customs, Indian, style of wedding, everything was explained to them. So there's one sentence here, you can elaborate it further. I told them about these things, then they were really excited, or you can use the word thrilled about it, since this was the first time they were attending such kind of Indian wedding rituals, custom, tradition. You can use that. So all went really well and I was really ecstatic. While moving back, they bade adieu. Now bid adieu means saying goodbye. So bade adieu because it's past tense and second form. Eventually, I also realized the importance of communication in a foreign language. So because we talked in English and I realized that I am perfect and it is really helpful today, or I would say it is an adding on benefit today, these words can be used, or it worked as an ace in my hand. इसका मतलब होता है कि आपके लिए कुछ आपके benefit की तरह काम करता है. So that's why this also can be used, but I have made it slightly simpler over here because it's end of the test for the final part. So all went well, I felt ecstatic. While moving back, they bade adieu. Eventually, I also realized the importance of communication in a foreign language, thanks to globalization, due to which we, the emerging breed, here the emerging breed means the new generation. So we, the new generation, have embraced this language very easily into our lifestyles. And as a result, we are capable of speaking this language. There's a word over here, without shilly-shally. Shilly-shally means without any hesitation, without any doubt, without taking enough of efforts to say something. It's an informal word but can be used for IELTS speaking, and it's going to work really wonders for you. So I have explained the idea, I have given you some vocabularies, I have told you that you have to work on all the parameters. Now see, what is IELTS speaking parameter? Your grammatical range, your LR, your fluency, your pronunciation. So beyond these things, try to be fluent with your answer, have the right pronunciation, you are going to get very good score. Now I repeat the whole answer once, you can have cross-check now, and thereafter I think you'll be able to speak like this, the way answer is written. Let's have a look. Since India is a multilingual country and every region has its own regional dialects, so people here, including myself, prefer to speak native language over foreign language. One such incident when I was supposed to talk in a foreign language is my cousin's wedding ceremony. It happened last year when he was getting married to a girl who completed PG diploma along with him from Australia and had been working over there for 5 years. For their wedding ceremony in India, many of their friends accompanied them who were foreigners, as it is customary, where were we? Yes, in India to welcome guests from bridegroom's family. Therefore, I took the honors of welcoming them. I asked them about their requirements and arrangements needed during the ceremony. Being elder to my cousins, I managed this responsibility well. Initially, I was on pins and needles, but later when I started interacting with them, after breaking the ice, I was very comfortable with them. So here it is when they performed, and then we mingled up easily. I told them about rituals which are performed during the ceremony, Indian cuisines, customs, costumes and everything. They were excited since it was the first time they were attending a wedding ceremony. All went well and I was ecstatic. So further, while moving back, they bade adieu. Eventually, I also realized the importance of communication skills, especially when you are speaking in a foreign language, that is English. You can add English here. Add this area, you can add. Okay, so thanks to globalization, due to which we, the emerging breed, are able to communicate and have embraced foreign language really well into our lifestyles, and we're able to communicate or speak without shilly-shally. I hope this idea is exactly clear now. Try to just go through the vocabulary once. Thereafter, you'll be able to use that. One common question that I get from students is that it's tough to recall vocabulary in the paper when they're sitting in front of examiner. I accept the fact. But the funda and the formula or the strategy you can say is simple. When you revise vocabulary for at least 4 or 5 times, and when you utilize your 1 minute and you write them down every time you are practicing, you are going to make it for sure. I'm very sure you're going to make it because you are practicing it. Thank you so much for watching this video. We'll get back to you with another cue card. Also, like, subscribe and share with your friends. Bye-bye.